Lots of people saying I'm the Indian Andrew Tate. It's been going on for months. There's a big difference between me and Andrew Tate. I don't have no controversial comments about women. And yes, I'm not an angel. Yes, when I was younger, I broke the law. But if you go through my criminal record, there's nothing about women, about drugs. I'm like old school. I'm one of them honorable type people. Even when the police have interactions with me and they look at my past, they know that this man is honorable, right? I'm not saying I'm an angel, and I'm not judging Andrew Tate until let it go through court. But all I know, the image that Andrew Tate puts out, the house that he built in Romania, look at the house, look how it looks. Look at the image he's portraying, okay? Look at the controversial comments about women. But you know something? Never persecute a person that's going through hard times. Man's in a cell. I know what it feels like to be in a cell. There's a toilet in the corner. There's one blue mattress. I don't know how it is in Romania. And it is hard. It's a mad place. It's hell on earth, in other words, right? And you get abused by the police, the officers, not abused like what you're thinking, like they're rude to you and, you know, whatever. Some officers are good, but anyway, don't persecute Andrew Tate. Let him go through the courts. If this man is smart, he would have been ready for this moment. I could see this moment, because there's too much controversy on his name and his brother's name. And look, when they burst into his house, what they found. They found money, they found cash. He's gonna have to explain 10 million pounds of cash. He's gonna have to explain it. And if he can't explain 10 million pounds of cash, the judge and the jury is gonna say, this man, 10 million pounds, he's not explaining where it come from. What's he gonna say? He bought and sold cars? He bought and sold potatoes. How are you supposed to explain 10 million pounds? So obviously he was using his house as a fortress to hide money, right? And when he got raided, the first place the police will ever come is your own home. And don't think they're not kind of doing surveillance on him and his brother anyway. I think this court case was going on for 2-3 years. I think it's the past biting Andrew Tate. It's the past, not the future. He knows how much money he can make online, doing podcasts. He knows he can make £50,000 by just being interviewed by somebody. He knows the real money. The problem here, his past is catching up with him. So before he came this public persona, wanted to make a celebrity boxing fight with whatever those brothers are, Jake Paul or whatever, he was in paradise right now. It's easy money. But he should have cleaned up his past, cleaned it up. So he should have put £1 million into cleaning up his past, having the best lawyers around him, like the banks. The banks have the best lawyers. He should have become a castle in the middle. He should have not been able to get penetrated by any direction. Right? He should have cleaned up his past, even if he had to kind of confront the police and the authorities with a barrister, say, I will pay X amount of money, you know, or whatever. I'm not saying bribe the police, but come to terms with what's happened. It's the past catching up with this guy. It's the past. It's so obvious. His views on women is very strong. He has some good views on women and some bad views on women. So his past is catching up with him, and a lot of people, the past catches up with him when he's out of prison. But I'm saying to the whole world, don't shoot a man when he's down. It's easy now. Everybody's firing shots, right? Everybody's saying all this awful stuff about Andrew Tate. But it's the same people that if he came out and they could get him on an interview or a podcast, they'll just suck up to his ass. And they'll be so polite and so nice, and they do a podcast so they can get views, right? A lot of people said, Sunil, why don't you reach out to Andrew Tate and go and meet him, do an interview with him, you and him together? No, I don't suck up to nobody. I'm a boss, man. I ain't no sheep. I don't I don't pull, I push. I don't pull people to me. I'm not gonna go and get a podcast to Andrew Tate so I get all my followers. No, I got my own. I got my own life. I got my own business. I'm a mogul. I'm a boss. Mogul and bosses, they don't overplay what they have. One day, all of you are gonna see who I am, and what I generate. Right? I'm not banned on social media. I can do whatever videos I like. Okay? I'm not an angel. That's why I'm not going to knock this man down, because if he's going to get sentenced for 20 years, it is hell. It is hell. I think he's young. I think he's childish. I think he had such an awesome future. Could be legally making £50 million a year with his social media following, and everybody wanted to interview him and get him on stages and get him on podcasts. He would have made millions out of that. Or releasing a book. He could have made a movie. He could have done so much legally. His past caught up with him. And social media, he got too much involved into social media, and he made some comments which were too strong that he couldn't take back. And when you act like that, you're setting a trap for yourself. All right? So don't shoot the man when he's down. Let him. I hope he can come out. But if he has trafficked women, forced them into prostitution, abused women, if the rape charge is connected to him, right? Stay in jail for 50 years, not 20 years. Okay, a real man never forces himself on a woman. A real man doesn't have to hit a woman. And, only once in my life I hit a woman, yeah? Because she slapped me. I got slapped by a woman. And I was only joking around. It was one of my ex-girlfriends. She slapped me and I slapped her back twice. So I'm not here to say I'm an angel, yeah? If you're a woman who hits a man, the man should hit you back same way. Because if the man hit you, you'd go and call the police and you'd get arrested. Anyway, if Andrew Tate has abused women, taken advantage of them, then 50 years is not enough. But if the man is innocent, he should come out. He should come out the truth. But there's a lot of people in social media right now. They're gonna they're gonna be on the hate campaign of Andrew Tate. But when the man, if he comes out of jail in 20 days or 100 days, they'll be the first one to interview him. Don't be a chump, man. Just stay the same. The sun rises every day. The moon's there every day. They don't change, right? The rain comes down, whatever. Don't change. If you're a real G, if you're a real person, if you got a strong character, don't look up at nobody and don't look down at no one. And don't go and be nice to people to get your views and get your interviews. Don't suck up to nobody. All right? Peace out. Boom. Let's go.